Hey guys, it's FifaRalle here, and welcome to episode 44 of Let's FIFA 13, a somewhat longer episode than usual, and I got a little bit of a sore throat, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, we'll build 2 new squads in this episode, and we will have quite a bit of gameplay as well. So as the first match roll over the screen, I'll talk a little bit about a few things. The first thing being the past few days been a little bit busy, been a lot of deadlines for handing in my semester project, and it's finally done, and I have a bunch of time on my hands. And I actually made a little bit of a mistake on the vlog the other day because everything being so busy, and I mixed up a bunch of dates. So today is not the day I'm going to the UK, it is tomorrow, and I'll get the chance to play a little bit of FIFA 14, and I'll get the information out as soon as possible, but there's a little bit of an embargo before I can reveal anything. But as soon as that date is reached, I will of course get it out as soon as possible. So yeah, that's pretty much that, and as I said, more time on my hands. I'll try and get the top 5 goals of the week running and going. I have to edit some stuff, but I just never had the capacity to overcome and doing that in the past weeks, even though I would like to. So hopefully we'll be able to have it out this week. I'll at least try to do that. And yeah, that's all the good news, and let's get into the gameplay here. It was a game where I just got very lucky. I managed to save his penalty there, and we go on a counter-attack from the corner after the penalty. Linegaard gets onto the ball. He will kick it out to Gant, who heads it backwards to Eriksen. He plays an over-the-top ball back to Gant, and we get a bit of space. We get very lucky once again with the fake shot to still hang onto the ball. A little ball roll drag back here to get a bit of space, and in the end it's Christian Eriksen to make it 5-0. And a few minutes later, Gant on the ball once again. He passes it to Ibrahimovic, and it is his defender heading it back to Gant. Through on goal, ball will drag back, chip it up for Zlatan. We try out the volley and a header, and in the end we will get the goal with Gant there. So 6-0, and yeah, when you look at the full-time stats, it should have been a way more even game. And yeah, I just got extremely lucky in that game. I couldn't believe it actually ended 6-0, but nonetheless we go on and build a new squad. The first one being Ribery. It'll be a squad around Ibrahimovic and Ribery. So in goal we do have a Neuer, very good keeper. On the left back we'll have Alaba, who will link nicely up with Ribery. Center back we will have a Boateng. The other center back and the right back will be 2 team of the season players, which we'll get into in a bit. Center defensive mid we do have Sissoko linking nicely up with our 5-star skiller Ben Arfa, and the final player we already have in our ultimate team is Ibrahimovic, who actually scored 17 goals in the 12 games I played with him with the Scandinavian squad. So a very good goal to game ratio he got there. And then we go out and pick up the players. Team of the season Dante and Ribery. We get team of the season Reither, and not quite sure I pronounced it right, so correct me if I'm wrong down in the comments. We get a Valbuena there as the center attacking mid, and finally we get a Menace as a striker. But we were not done there. I wanted to build another squad, which were based on the comments on the last episode. The highest rated comment were Portuguese skill squad, so that is exactly what we are building. We get Ronaldo there, very expensive, and we do not have as many coins as we used to have because we picked up some quite expensive players in this episode. But yeah, we pick up the final players there for the squad. We get Virinha, who will be a striker despite by default being a center attacking mid, and we get Hella Postiga as well, and finally Rupert Tricio. So that is the 2 squads, and we get a few items there just to get everything on full chemistry, fitness and morale. And we update our skillers list. We do now have Ribery and Ronaldo onto that list, so we have 31 out of 39 skillers, and we got all the expensive guys. Now we just need some of the cheaper Brazilian players. But onto the squads, Dante there into the side, very good stats, defending and heading and good pace. He got the high attacking work rate, which might not be the best, but we'll see how he does. Then we have Reither, high defensive work rate and alright pace and defending on him, and good passing as well. Then moving onto the left mid, we will have a Ribery. He does have an attribute card on him, so you can't really rely on his stats, but he is a very, very good player on the game. Wanted to get his Team of the Season card, but it's just way too expensive. Center attack mid, we have informed Valbuena, 86 pace and 87 dribbling and very, very good passing, and of course the 4-star skills. And on the top, we'll have last week's inform Menace, very, very good pace and dribbling on him, and 4-star skills as well. So he will link nicely up with Ibrahimovic there on the top, and that is our first squad. And the other side we built was the Portuguese skill squad, and on goal we have Rui Patricio. His stats are all around pretty good apart from his speed. And then the two center backs is Pepe and Bruno Alves, two center backs with all around quite a good stats. On the right mid we will have Raul Pereira. He links nicely up with Ronaldo. We moved on to the right mid, and he does have some quite good all round stats on him. And moving on onto the left back, we do have Fabio Contrao, again a defender who got all round all right stats. On the center defensive mid we have Raul Moutinho, who got a very, very good stats, and I really like him as a center defensive mid. He got a very good passing and good defending on him as well. Now moving on onto the left mid, we could have used Ronaldo there, but I decided to go with Nani, and he does have the 5-star skills, good pace, he have a great long shot on him. And then on the other wing we do have Ronaldo. He gets 7 chemistry on the right mid there, which is fine, and I might test it out. If left mid does good on the right mid, I might use that for future squads as well, because 7 chemistry is not bad for a player. Now center attacking mid, we do have Danny, which is a player I haven't used this year yet, and he got the 4-star skills, 86 dribbling, good passing on him as well, and his pace is quite decent as well. Strikers, we have Helder Postiga. He is not the fastest, but he got the 4-star skills, and he links nicely up with a strong link to Ronaldo. And then the other striker is Ribery, who is a center attack mid, but moved him onto a striker because there wasn't really that many 4-star skillers from Portuguese being strikers, so moved him onto a striker, and he got an alright pace and 4-star skills and pretty good dribbling on him. So that is pretty much all for the squad. So let's get into some gameplay. We are into the final of the Gold Cup, and you see there is a Bundesliga Challenge Cup as well, quite similar to the tournament last week with the Premier League Shield tournament. So we might get into it, might settle on Dante, make a little bit of profit, and then build a Bundesliga squad, maybe try out Boateng as well. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, into the gameplay here, we get a nice shot in there, but it is him getting the lead. A nice little first touch, and he takes the shot there with Schürrle to make it a 1-0, and he gets on the ball here with Royce. A few minutes later, my defender does not jump for the ball, and he will have an easy time there to head it in. And into the second half, he crosses it in, and he will cross it once again. He gets a header in there, hits the bar, and on the rebound he picks it up to make it a 3-0. So it was looking really terrible, and it reminded me a little bit of the first game I played. I came up against the squad with Ronaldo, and a little bit of a curse against him because nothing worked out for him, and that's the exact same thing that happened in this game. I pick up a penalty there, and he will save it, just stand in the middle, and he took his time to kick this ball out, time wasting a little bit, which made me even more frustrated, but he kicks it out straight to my player. Eventually I pick it up there with Helder Postiga. I'll head it to Ronaldo, who will pass it back to Helder Postiga, and we'll make our way into the box, and we pick up another penalty just a few minutes later, and once again he will deny me the goal. It just didn't go my way in this game, and in the end he gets a shot in with a Blasikowski there to make it a 4-0, and that is how the game ends. It reminded me a whole lot about the first game there. I got my luck in that game, and I didn't get it in this game. So yeah, I end up losing, and I was a little bit frustrated, but nonetheless we go and play another game. We try with the other squad we just built, and we come up against a full French 3-5-2 squad there, and we get our first chance in the 8th minute. We find Alaba here, we go with a little fake shot into a roulette, and this wasn't really a penalty, but we'll take it. And I was quite nervous stepping up for this because I missed the 2 pass penalties, but I will convert it with Zlatan. And then in the 41st minute he will cross it in, get onto the ball there, and he picks up up a penalty as well. And he steps up with that, with Ribery there, but I will save it. And then we go into the second half. It's Ibrahimovic on the ball, a few skill moves here, back and forth, and in the end we'll play a through ball to find Ben Arfa completely open here on the right wing. We make our way into the box, a few skill moves back and forth, and I thought I was going to get a penalty, but Ibrahimovic picks the ball up here, goes past one defender and another one, quick ball rolls to a drag back, and then we get our second penalty of the game, and I believe the fifth of this episode, so quite a lot of penalties, but we'll convert that as well to make it 2-0, and a few minutes later, what a lovely through ball from Valbuena, finding Ibrahimovic, a little McGeady spin to go past the first defender here, and where he slides just not close enough to Ibrahimovic, and we make it 3-0, but pretty much straight from his kickoff, he'll get a goal back, and all of a sudden it just went fast. He tried to pass, he gets back onto the ball, and I make a big mistake here. I didn't want to pass it there, I passed it straight to his attacker there. He makes it 3-2, and then my defender is injured, he's completely open with Ribery, and he makes it 3-3 all within 7 minutes of the game, and I was really raging after that because I gave up a 3-goal lead. I tried to get back, we try out a free kick here, but a nice save from his keeper, and in the 76th minute, it's Ben Arfa on the ball, making his way into the box here, a few skill moves, we cross it in and find Ibrahimovic, but he goes straight into the ground, and an easy save for his keeper. So we go into extra time, I get another free kick, and Ribery takes the shot there, and I thought it was going in, but just wide off the post, but finally, in the 114th minute, Ben Arfa breaks through, and he makes it a 4-3. And that is how the game ends. Really tense game and a tense ending to this episode. And that's pretty much all, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. I will have another one out tomorrow. And that's all. Thank you for watching, and I will talk to you later.